Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Sports Performance and Mindset Reset. Jazzi here, program manager with X's at Autodesk, and really excited for today's workout. So we are in phase 3 still. So phase 3, this is day 4, week 1. I said that in the wrong order, but that's okay. So today we are actually doing a cardio focused workout. So I've got 5 movements for us. We're going to go through 3 times, and we are going to aim to do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. I'm going to repeat that twice and then go down to the next exercise. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what's going to be coming up. You don't need any equipment, but we are going to be either using a kettlebell if you have it, or 1 dumbbell. That is it. That's the only thing that would be recommended, but I can show the alternative for just body weight. So getting right into it here, we're going to start off with a reverse lunge into a jump. So we're going to get a little, we're going to do a little explosiveness today. So it's going to really help with that explosive drive. So what we're going to do is, starting at the top of the space, you're going to step back into a reverse lunge. On the way up, we're going to explode into a jump. So stepping back, and using the arms will help. So exploding back and then jumping up. So we're going to do all on one leg, and then we'll switch over again all to the other leg. If jumping is not available to you today, we'll just do the reverse lunge and then drive that knee up. So that is going to be the alternative there if jumping is not your thing today. So after that, we're going to go ahead and grab our kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you have available. And we're going to do some swings here. So dumbbell swings or kettlebell swings. So if you have a dumbbell, I should have grabbed one to demonstrate this. You're just going to hold it with like a goblet squat, but hold it here and then come back and forward just like a kettlebell swing. If you have a kettlebell, we're going to hold that kettlebell in between our legs. So my feet are a little bit wider than hip width, just like a little bit. And we're going to push the hips back like we're going into an RDL. So we're pushing the hips back, slight bend in the knees, exploding up, snapping through the hips. So that is going to be our swing. If you don't have any weight today, not a problem. We can just use some body weight Romanian deadlifts. So pushing the hips back until you feel that pull in the hamstring, push the ground away and come back up. It's the same thing as a kettlebell swing. We just don't have the kettlebell to be swinging. And then after that, we're going to do some 2-inch runs in place. So if you were in class yesterday, we did these yesterday. One of my more favorite cardio moves, I would say. So what we're going to do is we're going to have slight bend in the knee. Hips are slightly back. So from this angle, hips slightly back, slight bend in the knees. We're on the toes and we're alternating in place. So it's like barely lifting those feet off the ground. And then we're going to go nice, slow moving on the arms. So that is going to be our 4th movement. And then lastly here, what we're going to do is a triple switch into a Romanian deadlift, single leg Romanian deadlift. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my right knee up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then push the hips back in nice and long, push the ground away and stand back up. I wasn't looking at myself. So after we do that Romanian deadlift here, the left leg is going to be up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, into the back leg, up, 1, 2, 3, and again. So because we're doing 3, we're going to be alternating those Romanian deadlifts on each leg. So that is going to be our workout for today. So we're going to go through 3 times, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 2 times before we move to the next exercise. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of a warm up here. So we're going to start off with some standing knee hugs. It's going to help us just open up our hips a little bit. We're going to alternate holding for a few seconds. So interlace the fingers, grab the knee, pull towards the chest. Nice big inhale. And exhaling, switching to the other knee. Whoops. My balance is not so good today. All right. And switching to the other knee. Great job. Switching. What's with my balance today? All right, great job. 1 more on each leg. Want to in as close to the chest as we can. And last one. All right, next thing we're going to do here, we're going to do half kneeling here on the ground, left knee on the ground, right foot on the ground. Other way around. We're gonna do hip flexor hamstring 2 times on each side. So tug the pelvis, squeeze the glute, push those hips forward. Nice big deep breath. And exhaling, rocking back toes to the ceiling for our hamstring stretch. Nice big deep breath. And coming back forward for our last hip flexor on this leg. So pushing those hips a little bit further forward than we did last time. Keep that glute squeezed. And exhaling, rocking back, toes to the ceiling, chest a little bit closer to the ground now that our hamstrings are a little bit more warmed up. And we're gonna exhale, release out of that and switch our legs. So switching opposite knee on the ground, opposite foot on the ground. Same thing, protect the pelvis, keep that core tight, squeeze that glute, push those hips forward. Nice big deep belly breath. And we're gonna exhale, rock back, toes to the ceiling, chest towards the ground. Nice big deep breath. And we're gonna exhale, rock forward into our last hip flexor stretch. So keep that glute squeeze, push those hips forward a little bit further than we did the first time. And exhaling, rocking back, toes to the ceiling. And we're gonna exhale, come on out of that. And we are ready to rock and roll. We're ready to rock and roll. 3 rounds, 20-10, 20-10. Starting with reverse lunge into our jump. 3, 2, 1, and go. So if you're not jumping today, it's just that knee drive, but if we are jumping, I'm starting with my left leg in front, so stepping back to the right leg, drive that right knee up. Landing nice and soft on that whole foot. So we wanna make sure we're not landing super hard. I don't wanna hear any noises. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got 10 seconds. We're gonna do that again on the same leg. And then we'll move to the other leg. 3, 2, 1. Stepping back, jumping up, landing nice and soft. Try to go right back into it, or if you need to kind of take a second, try and hold. I don't want this foot to touch the ground until we're stepping back again. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got 10 seconds. We're moving over to the other foot. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. So stepping back, opposite foot, jumping up. Press through that whole foot, heel, big toe, little toe as we jump off. That's gonna help with the explosiveness. It's gonna help us engage the glutes. The more we focus on pushing through that whole foot. So coming down, letting that knee track past the second toe. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got 10 seconds. I think I might have needed a little bit more hip flexor stretch. 3, 2, 1. Last part doing this. Now we're moving to our kettlebell swings. If you need to move slowly into that reverse lunge, do that. This side is not as balanced apparently. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have our kettlebell swings, dumbbell swings, or bodyweight Romanian deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. So feet a little bit wider than hip width. Push those hips back. Drive those feet to the ground. Want to make sure that we're keeping that back nice and flat. Our hips are driving the weight, and we're resting. I got sidetracked. My bad. 3, 2, 1. Grabbing that weight again. Really pushing through the ground. Use those hips. Great job. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 more movements. For round 1, we had 2-inch run in place. 3, 2, 1. Slide bend in the knees, alternating our feet. Great job. Keep pushing. Quick feet, slow arms. 3, 2, 1. All right, 10 seconds. We're doing that again. And then We got our triple switch. 3, 2, 1. Hips back, slight bend in the knees, alternating our feet. Quick feet, barely lifting them off the ground, tapping each foot, nice and fast. 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job. Next up, we got our triple switch into single leg Romanian deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Starting with the right knee, we got 1, 2, 3. Push our hips back. Still closing that door. 1, 2, 3. Nice and long. 1, 2, 3. Plant that whole foot. Push our hips back. Oh, sorry. We're at 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Some of these are really hard for me to keep track of. 20 seconds. Keep that core nice and tight. Great job. I got time for one more after this. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to start at the top. Reverse lunge to jump and or knee drive. 3, 2, 1. So starting with whichever leg you'd like. You're either driving that knee up, or you're going to step back. You're going to jump at the top. So really using that knee to come through and drive the jump. Here. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna do that same thing. Again, same leg. 3, 2, 1. So stepping back, jumping up. Nice soft landing, pushing through heel big toe, little toe. Keeping that core tight. Use those hands if needed. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're that same thing on the other leg. 2 times through. 3, 2, 1. Send back to the opposite leg, driving through. If you're not jumping again, just driving that knee up. You want to hold for a second or two, work on that balance. Definitely a good thing to work on. Especially if you know this leg is less stable than your other leg. 3, 2, 1. All right. And move to the same thing, same leg. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Step back, jumping up. Move away from that kettlebell just in case. Keep that chest over the arch of the front foot still. We're doing our normal reverse lunge form. Great job. 3, 2, 1. Right, next up, we got kettlebell, dumbbell swings, or body weight Romanian deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. Push the hips back, push the ground away. You should feel this in the glutes and hamstrings. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna rest. We'll do that same thing again. 3, 2, 1. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. Breathing. Push the ground away. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got 2 more movements. Catch my breath. 3, 2, 1. To each rotated place. Alternating our feet, slight bend of the knees, alternating our feet. We're gonna do this. Then we have our triple switch, and then we got one more round. 3, 2, 1. All right, doing kettlebell swings and talking really took it out of me. 3, 2, 1. Slight bend of the knees. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. Great job. Keep pushing. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we got our triple switch into a Romanian deadlift. 3, 2, 1. So starting with the right knee. 1, 2, 3. Push the hips back. Push the ground away. Keep that core tight. Nice and long through the RDL. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got 10 seconds to do that same thing. Then we're gonna start at the top. 3, 2, 1. Keep that core tight. Switching. Nice and long. Keep that balance. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. Starting at the top, last round here. Oh, I don't think we have time for a full round. 3, 2, 1. So we don't have time for a full round. So I think what we're gonna do is an abbreviated version. We're gonna do one set of 20-10 for each leg or each exercise. 3, 2, 1. All right. So instead of doing that again, we're gonna switch to the other leg. So it's gonna be a quick round. So we're running low on time. 3, 2, 1. Switching to the other leg here. So we're only doing 1, 20-10 instead of 2 for each movement. So after this, we're gonna go into our swings. Great job pushing through. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're gonna do our swings. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. So push hips back, push the ground away. Great job. Finishing strong. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we got 2-inch run in place. 3, 2, 1. Alternate those feet, slight bend in the knees. I think I just took too long today to demo everything. But that's okay. We want to have enough time to cool down and reset our minds. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last thing here, we got triple switch into our RDLs. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Nice long. Push the ground away. Keep that core tight. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. That is going to be it for our circuit. Want to give us enough time for the mindset reset portion. So go ahead and give a sip of water if you need it. We're going to make our way onto the ground for our cool down. And we're going to be on our hands and knees to start. We're going to do some quad rocks here with our adductor stretch. So starting with my right foot straight up to the side, keep that pinky toe on the ground. We're gonna start to slow our breath down as we bring our glutes to the heels. Coming back up. We're gonna do 4 on each side, inhaling and exhaling. Coming up, starting to slow down the breath, bringing some intention to the body here. And last one. Great job. Once we finish our last rock back and forward, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the other leg. So keeping that core nice and tight, back flat, inhaling. And exhaling. Move forward. Keeping a nice pace here. And 2 more, really being mindful about slowing that breath down. And 1 more. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our side. And we're gonna do a little bit of pretzel here. This is where we're gonna start to really slow our minds down, calm our bodies down, and really get to setting some intentions. I'm gonna move my camera down. So we're in the pretzel, so you can pick whichever side you like to start with. I'm gonna start on my left side. The top leg is gonna come up, over, and across. Bottom hand on that top knee. Top hand grabbing the bottom foot. We're gonna inhale to prepare. And exhaling, opening up towards the ground. So as we're here, focusing on the breath. Nice, deep inhales in through the nose. And then exhale nice and slow through the mouth, making those exhales longer than the inhales. That's gonna help calm our bodies down. So as we're slowing our breath down, today we're gonna reset by talking about our intentions. If you've taken enough classes with me, I always talk about moving the weight with intent. And this is gonna be pretty similar, but we're not gonna be focusing on our workout intent. We're gonna focus on our intentions for the day, for the week, for the month, and how setting our daily intention of how we're gonna show up, what we're gonna accomplish, the energy we're gonna bring. And let's just focus on that for today. So we're gonna start with today. What are we gonna bring today? What do we intend to do? What do we intend to feel? The energy. And let's go ahead and do one more big deep breath here. And we can gently release that bottom leg. Return back to our side, and then we're gonna go ahead and flip over onto our other side here. So we're gonna do that same thing, same checklist. We got the top leg coming up, over, and across. Bottom hand on top knee. Top hand grabbing bottom foot. Inhaling to prepare. And exhaling, bringing that top shoulder towards the ground. We're still taking that same approach with our breath, calming our body down. And then as we have now thought about our intention for the day, I want us to then think about how our intention for the whole week is going to kind of stem from that. And sometimes what can help, so I know what helps me when I'm thinking about like my daily intentions, my weekly intentions, I really want to match that up with my goals for the year, or even just like my goals, my lifetime goals, right? So I have those goals, those things I want to do, accomplish, and some of those things too are, how I want to bring, what I want to bring each day, or how I want to, improve, grow, all of that kind of stuff. And so I like to break it down. So I've got like, my lifetime or my year goals, and then I think about the month. And I think, what can I do this month that will get me closer to my goals? And from there, right, so I have, maybe 5 things that I can do that can help me get to where I want to be at the end goal, right? And so then from there, and then break that down even further. Okay, what are some things I can do today that can get me there by the end of the month? And by breaking things up like that, we can really set daily intentions that really do align with our end goal, with what we want to do, with what we want to accomplish. And I think that's really important to really align all of your actions, your thoughts, what you're doing with where you want to be. And sometimes we're not exactly where we want to be, or we're not even close. But if we start to be that person who will accomplish that goal, or who will be, if we act the way we want to be, then we're going to be one step closer to being the person that we want to be. So really focusing that intention today then, so now we can even revisit today's intention. Is it different after, we want to focus on how it's going to help us for the year? Is it the same? Can we make it better? Maybe, we focus on, one thing today, and tomorrow, maybe that one thing might be different, or maybe we can get better upon that one thing each day. We're going to do one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we can gently release that leg, and we can roll onto our stomach and return to seated, kneeling, standing, or you're more than welcome to keep laying on your back and thinking about, those intentions, the person you want to be today, tomorrow, at the end of the year, end of the week, end of the month, all of that stuff. Really important to really just be mindful about that. I really think it can help us all improve every day to be able to focus on that. So that is going to be all the time we have for today's class. So thank you so much for joining me. We do have one more class today. We've got Functional Fitness Friday and Guided Breathing at 12 with Quinn. So definitely join there if you want to focus more on relaxing and working on that breathing. We do also have no classes on Monday. So no classes at all. Classes are canceled. We are not open in the fitness center for MLK Day. So take that time, relax, rest up. You can check out our YouTube if you want to do some past classes to fill that time where you would normally be in the live class. And then on Tuesday, starting on Tuesday, we have our New Year, New You challenge. So you can sign up, register. We got the link up on our Slack channel at #Exos, as well as up on SharePoint. So check that out. And then on next Wednesday, we are doing a webinar on building habits for stress management. So I'm really excited for that one. So you can join us next Wednesday at 4. Again, you can register for that. We'll send you the calendar invite if you sign up again on Slack, #Exos, or via SharePoint. So we got all that going on next week. Really excited for all of that. But yeah, great job today. Have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all soon.